Hi, I'm Dr. Lene Tate with Journey to Life Coaching, and I wanted to talk with you today about a subject I find to be much on my mind lately. It's coming out in lots of conversations I'm having with other people, particularly in the context of their relationships, primarily in family settings. And it's the issue of peacekeeping versus peacemaking. So, oftentimes, what I see for folks is that they serve a peacekeeping role in their families, in their marriages, in their love relationships. And by that I mean it's an approach wherein they sort of walk on eggshells, trying not to rock the boat, keeping things calm and peaceful for the other person, trying to minimize the chances, for example, that the other person will be angry or upset. And often what that leads to is them kind of diminishing themselves, not asking for what they need, not speaking up on their own behalf, living small so as not to rock the boat. And so the peacekeeping in effect becomes a prison of sorts. That constricts who they are and the expression of that. That's really different than peacemaking. And peacemaking is what you see the Bible speak of. So the Bible does not say, blessed are the peacekeepers. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall become the sons of God. So the idea about peacemaking is that it isn't always about keeping things calm and avoiding conflict. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite of that. It's about a willingness to have conflict for the sake of peace. I know we probably don't think of this story in this context a whole lot, but there's that scene where Jesus charges into the temple and he sees merchants there who are kind of desecrating the holiness of the space by their business practices. They violated the intention of the temple. And Jesus comes in angrily, turning over tables and scattering people. I mean, it's a big commotion. There's nothing calm about that moment. And I would say to you, that's peacemaking. It doesn't look like it because it's not peacekeeping. But it is peacemaking, and sometimes that's the deal, that making peace occasionally has to happen at the end of a sword. It's occasionally made by turning over tables and cracking a whip. I don't mean that in a bullying kind of way at all. Merely that peace has to be forged. It comes through discussion that is sometimes painful and awkward and difficult, but on the other side of that is peace. But if you don't go through that kind of conversation, you don't get to the peace. What you get is the walking on eggshells. It might look like peace, but it isn't really. It's artificial and it's hollow. And so I just want to leave you with that kind of thought today. How much of a peacemaker do you want to be? Or are you going to keep walking on eggshells? Let me know what you think about that. Thanks.